Picture this. You walk through a train station. Cameras don't just see you, they recognize you, predict where you're going, and silently flag whether you are of interest. Your phone pings a traffic alert, but the same system that routed you also rebalanced police patrols, adjusted border risk scores, and filtered what news you saw on your feed this morning. None of it felt sinister. It felt convenient. That's how modern AI power works. Quiet, invisible, and everywhere. Today we're diving into how governments are secretly using AI, not in sci-fi labs or far-off futures, but in the mundane systems that run cities, borders, benefits, and even belief. We'll unpack the playbook. Mass data pipelines, predictive policing, border analytics, information operations, cyber defense, and offense, smart city control rooms, and the private vendors that keep it all opaque. Stay with me, because halfway through we'll hit the most underreported lever that makes all of this possible. And at the end, I'll show you what practical moves you can make to stay informed without becoming paranoid. No fear-mongering, no conspiracy fluff. Just how the systems work, why governments love them, and where the lines can blur. Ready? Because the next 2 minutes might change how you read every traffic sign, Wi-Fi login, and harmless government form you've ever filled out. In a moment, you'll learn why the least flashy AI system, not facial recognition, may be the most powerful tool in a government's arsenal. 1. The quiet engine. National data lakes and fusion pipelines. Before any flashy AI, there's data plumbing. Many governments aggregate streams, vehicle plates, travel logs, tax and benefits records, telecom metadata, public camera feeds, even environmental sensors, into centralized or federated data lakes. Think of it as a national API. Raw data in, cleaned, tagged, and linked on the other side. With identity resolution, the system can pivot from a device to a person to a network in seconds. Why it's powerful? Once everything lands in one place, simple models suddenly become potent. Anomaly detection on travel patterns. Graph analysis for association mapping. Trend models that spot stress in a region weeks before a protest permit is filed. This is the least flashy system, and arguably the most powerful. Up next, you'll see how risk scores decide who gets a knock on the door and who gets a pass. 2. Predictive policing and risk scoring, from maps to people. Predictive policing moved beyond hotspots. Today, systems can combine incident history, time-of-day trends, event calendars, and social ties to propose where, and sometimes whom, to police. Risk scoring might flag high-risk blocks, venues, or repeat offense patterns. Some tools extend to pretrial recommendations, parole, or gang association models based on co-movement and communication graphs. The pitch is efficiency. The risk is feedback loops. More patrols, more recorded incidents. Model learns that the same areas are riskier. Even benign correlations, late-night deliveries or commuter clusters, can look suspicious if you optimize only for incidents captured, not harm reduced. In the next section, we'll cross the border, literally, and see how AI grades travelers before they meet a human. 3. Borders, visas, and the new lie detector. Border AI isn't just facial recognition. Systems fuse advanced passenger info, watch lists, visa history, payment anomalies, and travel companions into real-time risk scores. Some airports test gate and micro-expression analytics. Others analyze answers consistency during interviews. Visa processing models flag documentation anomalies, itinerary contradictions, and sponsorship risk. It's a funnel. AI pre-screens. Humans focus on high-risk cases. Done right, throughput rises. Done carelessly, false positives soar, and travelers never know why they were pulled aside. Because much of this runs under security exemptions, explanations are often sparse. If borders are obvious, the next layer is stealth. Narratives shaped by algorithms you rarely notice. 4. Narrative management. Bots, boosts, and the attention battlefield. Governments study information ecosystems like supply chains. AI classifies topics, detects virality, and recommends counter-messaging, from fact checks to positive framing. Some actors deploy botnets and sock puppets to amplify or dilute conversation, nudge hashtags, or seed uncertainty around inconvenient stories. Advanced models predict which communities will respond to what framing, optimizing timing and tone. There's also sentiment nowcasting, tracking shifts across regions or demographics to preempt backlash. The ethical line? Thin. Persuasion becomes precision-targeted, sometimes indistinguishable from authentic grassroots chatter. Right after this, we'll look inside a cyber command center where AI plays both shield and spear. 5. Cyber defense and offense. Autonomous hunts and playbooks. Modern cyber units lean on AI for threat intel triage, malware clustering, and anomaly detection across huge networks. Models score indicators of compromise, correlate attack chains, and automate patching priorities. On the offense side, AI can help generate phishing variants, prioritize target selection using open-source signals, or craft payload delivery timing that evades basic defenses. The crucial piece is speed. When AI shortens dwell time from weeks to hours, it can neutralize intrusions before data walks out the door. But that same automation can scale offensive campaigns, turning targeted strikes into industrialized probing. You've seen cyberspace, now zoom out to the street. What happens when cities become sensor networks and policies become algorithms? 6. Smart cities. Optimized or overmanaged. Traffic lights, bus routes, energy loads, water pressure. Smart City AI tunes them for efficiency. Cameras plus computer vision measure crowd density, vehicle flow, litter hotspots, even illegal dumping. During major events, control rooms can reassign police, reroute ambulances, and throttle or open lanes with algorithmic timing. The upside: fewer jams, faster emergency response, lower emissions. The downside: once you can measure a city in detail, you can police it in detail. If protest size is modeled as a risk curve, the system might deploy preventative frictions, closing a station for maintenance, or automatically raising permit thresholds based on capacity limits. Efficiency sounds harmless, until it determines who gets help and who gets flagged inside welfare and benefits. That's next. 7. Benefits, fraud, and the algorithmic bureaucrat. Public agencies use AI for eligibility verification, fraud detection, and case prioritization. Models scan applications for inconsistencies, cross-check with employment and residency databases, and flag outliers for manual review. In theory, this saves money and speeds help to those who qualify. In practice, opaque rules can trigger false denials, especially for people with non-standard incomes, shared housing, or language barriers. When the score is wrong, appeals require a human to overturn a decision the human can't fully explain. That's the bureaucratic twist. Procedural fairness depends on explainability, yet procurement contracts and trade secrets often keep model logic out of public view. Here's the through line. AI in government isn't just about smarter tools. It's about who sets the defaults. When policy becomes configuration, power moves from debate halls to dashboards. That shift can deliver real benefits: faster ambulances, safer bridges, easier services. But if it's wrapped in secrecy, it can also encode silent inequities at scale. So, what's the one question that instantly tells you where a system stands? Ask, who can audit the model, and what happens if they disagree with it? If the answer is no one, or we don't share that, then the AI isn't being governed. It's just deployed. If this helped you see the hidden wiring behind our everyday convenience, hit like so more people find it, and subscribe for deep dives where we unpack complex tech without the hype. In the comments, tell me, which system should we investigate next? Border analytics, welfare algorithms, or smart city control rooms? Your votes shape the next episode. Remember, transparency is not anti-security. It's how security earns legitimacy. Stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one.